Good evening and welcome. My name is Nicole Pulla, and I am a senior at the Brooklyn School for Collaborative Studies, which is a NYC Outward-Bound school. As most of you know, NYC Outward-Bound Schools operates a network of public schools that use the outward-bound approach to teaching and learning, which transforms schools and changes lives. Tonight, we are here to celebrate our organization's work and to spotlight the important contributions of our two honorees, Stu Bohart and Greater New York, as represented by co-founder Cheryl Cohen Efron. We thank you all for coming and would like to recognize our dinner chairs and vice chairs, our underwriters and benefactors, and our board member, led by Chair Gifford Miller, for making tonight possible. Would each of you please stand and be recognized? Tonight's gala will be entirely led by students from NYC Outward-Bound Schools, and I will be your Master of Ceremonies. As the saying goes, dynamite comes in small packages. One of the things that makes NYC Outward-Bound Schools special is its investment in the development of character. In our schools, the development of character and the intellect are equally important and go hand in hand. Every school has a set of core values to guide it. At my school, we build programs around our core values and give awards to those who exemplify them. Like a compass pointing the way, they give us directions in times of crisis and challenge. My school has 5 core values: persistence, kindness, responsibility, open-mindedness, courage. In my life, the most important of these has been courage, a trait that my mother has always had and which I found thanks to support from my school. My mother came to New York City from Ecuador in 1992. She left on her own, led by coyotes up through Colombia, Central America, and into Mexico. Her goal was to reach her husband here in New York City, where they would work together to send money back to their sons in Ecuador. When she finally arrived on his doorstep in Brooklyn, she found him remarried with children. Scared and alone, she met my father. Soon after, they had me. 10 years later, they had my brother Nico. Throughout their marriage, my mother worked 3 jobs while my father ate and drank. My job was to cook and clean for him. Like my mother, I had dreams of escape. At night, as I scrubbed the stove clean, I fantasized about escaping to the army. Otherwise, I would be cursed to do what too many Ecuadorian women do: marry a man, cook and clean his dishes, and raise his kids. But everything changed on Christmas night in 2013. My bedroom was in the basement, and I could hear my father's movement upstairs, in the kitchen, the living room, then in my parents' bedroom. My dad's boots were yelling, "I'm here, I'm here." With every step he took, something was destroyed: the glass vase, the nativity statues, my little brother's sleep, my respect for him. I heard my mother cry for help. "Nicole, Nicole, come, come, hurry." I jumped out of bed, slipped into my Adidas sandals, and raced up the wooden stairs. My mom was cornered with Nico in her arms, and mattress was flipped over. She held Nico like she held me when I was younger. She still had not learned that a man would not stop his attacks. The last thing I wanted to do at this moment was disrespect my parents. My culture, like most, taught me otherwise. I did not want to push him, but I could not let my brother believe that this was how a man should treat a woman. And so I did. I pushed him. Although my mom and Nico escaped, I did not win that battle, but I did win the war. From that day on, my father has never lifted a hand against us. In my school, they encourage us to find and speak our voice and to not be afraid to stand up for yourself and your beliefs. That night was a turning point for me. I began to speak my truth. I also began asking important questions. Why is it my job to clean up after everybody? Why can't I play on a soccer team? Who says I can't get a college education? Today, thanks to my school community, I've decided to attend college. I am the proud recipient of a full scholarship to Union College. In fact, 100% of seniors at my school have been accepted to college. Among my 80-plus peers, we are committed and funded to attend Bard, Hampshire, Fordham, Brandeis, Franklin and Marshall, Skidmore, and Sarah Lawrence, among many others. In closing, I've been studying the impact of trauma on child development and think often of the nature of courage and resilience in children. I wonder what kind of supports can our schools give to the millions of young people who are just like me, attending our public schools with burdens they dare not share. As I stand here tonight, I know what supports are needed. They are the kind that I received at the Brooklyn School for Collaborative Studies, the kind that help young people reach deep inside themselves to find the core value that can transform their lives. In my case, courage, when everything has crumbled. Now it is my pleasure to introduce Senior Baraka Campbell of the James Baldwin School.